This is Rob Lynch from the Texan Live studios here in Humble, Texas, with Robert Maniscalco from Memorial Hermann. We're doing a series of helpful hints for your athlete and also yourself. If you've had, we're going to cover a variety of things, including nutrition, hydration, concussions, and tonight we're going to talk about hydration for your athlete. As we're here in the middle of June, but August will be here before we know it, and that means volleyball, football, cross country. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Robert about that.
Okay. I think the thing to remember about hydration, you talked about football starting, cross country, the sports starting in the fall. But, the hot's right now too. So even these kids just playing outside, it's the kids doing the summer sports, that type of thing. It actually starts now. You have to start hydrating now. Hydration is not a thing that you can just pick up and do and be hydrated. It takes a period of time, like getting stronger, getting faster, that type of thing. You have to hydrate prior to, days before, weeks before, and along with that day. It's vital to the body. I mean, it's your body works off fuel. I mean, it's the hydration, the water, that type of thing. People, they get hooked on, I got to have Gatorade, I got to have Powerade, I got to have these sports drinks. Those are all fine, but most people don't have an electrolyte imbalance. Most people just need water. Basically, the general rule of thumb is that you need to drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water a day.
Now, that's for the layperson.
That's just the layperson. That's not that. So if you're a 100-pound athlete, you need to be, 100-pound person, you need to be drinking 50 ounces of water a day. Now, if you're an athlete, you need to increase that water by 20 to 40 ounces. Yes, other beverages have fluid in them. People, well, I think 3 Cokes this morning, and I had, a glass of water, and I said, well, you got to stay away from the caffeine. Caffeine is a dehydrator. Coffees, teas, Cokes, all those type of things are dehydrators. They take water out of you. Your energy drinks, another bad idea. Those are not only do they not help with hydration, but they're also heart accelerators. They make your heart start beating faster. And again, it takes everything together to make your body work to its optimum level. And if your muscles aren't hydrated properly, that's the first place fluids will get pulled from is your muscles. So you're going to start getting the cramps, and if it goes to exhaustion or heat stroke or something like that, we won't even get into all those. But your body has to be hydrated. How do you tell your body's hydrated?
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. It's not rocket science. The easiest way to tell is they have color charts. And you look at the color of your urine. If your urine is clear, you're hydrated. If it's a darker brown, iced tea looking, even a darker yellow, you're probably dehydrated.
I think that's something that I had never heard until you said that earlier today. And I think that's one thing that we'll have a chart on this video, and that a parent, especially with a younger parent, a younger child, can go and check that in the child's urine when he comes home. Talk about some other things that a parent can look for when the kid comes home from practice, or cross country, football, volleyball, whatever the case may be. What are some other signs that a parent can look for?
Even before I get to that, you mentioned a good point here a second ago. Well, it really doesn't matter the age of the athlete, or the age of the person for that matter. Just because, well, he's just playing 7-year-old football, 7-year-olds still dehydrate. NFL players dehydrate. It doesn't matter where you're at, you have to make sure you hydrate. What do you look for when the kid comes home? Obviously if they have a hard workout, they're going to be tired. But that's also a sign of dehydration. Tired, headaches. I think you get lightheaded even, and that type of thing from being dehydrated. They want to sleep a lot. Lack of appetite. You have a hard workout, one of the things you have to do is you have to eat. I'm not saying go out and eat a big, huge meal, not even, a greasy meal like that, but it's a good, halfway nutritious meal. We won't even say nutritious in this time of day, but it's getting kids to eat, halfway good is a miracle. But you have to look for the lack of appetite. You have to look for the dizziness, the tiredness, that type of thing.
If the kid does come home, he's asleep, and they do check the urine, and there is a problem, what should they do first? Should they take him to the emergency room? Is there a number they can call, or what would be the best plan of attack if a kid comes home like that?
Well, I would say a majority of the population is probably dehydrated. When none of us probably drink enough. Do what I say, not as I do type of thing. But if you get, if your player is, sweating, they're cool, they're clammy, that type of thing, you're getting into a heat exhaustion. Now, if you have a kid who's not sweating, getting a reddish color tint on their skin, and a warm feeling, those are automatic emergency rooms. You're talking about a heat stroke then. Now, those kids usually are not, they didn't finish practice and go home normally. Normally,
Right.
they've collapsed during
Right.
practice. Again, it's what I would start with is just hydration at home. I mean, just drink the water. And, just because you had a hard workout, you didn't drink anything